Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Tennessee won their first game last season against the team they are playing against today. However, they lost in the second round, the Sweet 16 playoffs, to the Colts. The Rams, meanwhile, no longer have, what's this guy named? Lamar Jackson. They still have Derrick Henry. As long as you have a good running back like Derrick Henry, you have a great chance to win. We will see who will win this game coming up next.
The well-traveled Nick Folk has us set for a start, and we are underway here in Nashville.
Tennessee in their throwback uniforms of the Houston Oilers, which they still had a team there. Not the Texans, but the Houston Oilers.
Getting ready for their first go on offense. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
We're going to see how this all works out for Matthew Stafford here.
From the 30.
He was in L.A. He's playing his home games on the outdoors. Now, let's see what he can do.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry, oh wow.
Power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. A short one there, caught by Likely.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches.
In my observation, this offense isn't suited for Matthew Stafford. This is suited for a Lamar Jackson type. One who's going to run the ball, throw the ball when necessary, hand the ball off, and win games. Stafford can't run. He doesn't even like running. As you can see right there, he's a pocket passer.
And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd.
You got to love this Houston blue, this Tennessee Houston blue from the stands. They actually need these uniforms back. Just make football when you see these Houston Oil uniforms.
Made at about the 27-yard line. So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Well, here you go. Let's see what happens. He doesn't have a Derrick Henry behind there, but nice play. Joe Burrow already with 25 yards passing.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
Baltimore might want to make a trade if they lose this game to a team who need a pocket passer. Like an even trade, if possible. I would do that. I would do it in a heartbeat.
In Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Burrow.
This is his freezer and stride. Get the ball to the 17. That's what you want to see your receivers do. You want to see them catch the ball. First of all, catch the ball, catch it in stride, and get those yak yards at the catch, and get yourselves in better position to scoring touchdowns instead of settling for field goals.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Here's
Handoff. Pollard gains the first.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power. And that's the way to pick up 1st downs.
1st and goal from the 6. Here's Burrow setting up the
Burrow throws. Going to be short. Up to 5.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow.
Play action. Burrow. He's going to try to run it in. He will be short of the 1st down. The goal line. And he will be stopped at the 2.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him.
So it's got to be 3rd and goal for the Tennessee Titans. I was about to say to Houston Oilers, you don't run the ball with Pollard here. Try to hit the tight end if you can, but here he goes. Tight end. It's Burrows. He's got him run. He's trying to get in, and he will be short of the 1st down. He stopped at the 1.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it.
So great defensive plays, the last couple of them by the Ravens defense, and they are going for it.
4th down. Here's Joe.
Play action. Burrow. 3rd time. He's going to try to run. He's not going to get it. And the Ravens stopped him. What a defensive stand by the Ravens.
They wanted to throw for it. A surprise.
Denied.
4th and goal from the 1.
Well, I don't understand the play call. You got to Burrow. He's okay to run the ball, but 3 times in a row, throw the ball to receiver.
Over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're
But
playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of.
What the defensive stand does for the Ravens is make them fired up. They're fired up now. They just stopped the team. Get handed the ball to Derrick Henry. Here he is. Just get him out of there. He gains a yard.
The time is called. Looks like
the
Titans in some discomfort out there.
Can't have injuries.
Nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
We're back on the Garlou Senior Radio TV Network. Matthew Stafford, so far yet to annihilate the defense of the Tennessee Titans. They have a pretty good defense. Derrick Henry has not had a chance until now. He gains an important 1st down for the Baltimore Ravens.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Wait, he didn't get it? Oh, wow. I thought he was over that.
You get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3rd down and 1.
Do not pass that ball. Run the ball. They should run the ball. They run the ball. They will have a first. And he's got a whole lot more at the 27-yard line.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Now, right now, if I'm Baltimore, I'm going for a play action. Set him up. And then maybe throw it deep.
After 1.
0-0 score. Good defensive battle. You like to see some defense sometimes. Then you like to see the offensive games. Then you want to see a mixture of the two in most games.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Kirk Cousins was scheduled to be the starter for the Ravens, but he was traded.
Off the option, here's Henry.
Henry is somewhat a violent runner. You're going to know that you've been hit once he gives you that stiff arm.
Continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Check it down at 6. Burrow.
In motion, Aguilar.
Make that Henry gains another big 1st down.
Ravens 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Okay, right here, this is what you want to do. If you are the Ravens, hand that ball off to that guy right there. Hit some play action plates, fakes, and then throw the ball deep a little bit.
2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll try the air now.
Play action. He throws it medium, and that's what I'm talking about right there. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
More yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great.
You know, with a quarterback like Stafford and a running back like Henry, you can go far in the playoffs. Don't turn the ball over.
Operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now it's Stafford.
A lot of time. Goes on the ground.
And it's incomplete.
Here's Russ a little bit at the end.
Around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Check it out, and 10 to go at the 41-yard line. They give it to, Derrick Henry. He could have gave him a handoff, but he insisted on throwing it to him.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing again at Stafford.
He's got. I'm thinking that's Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson would have thrown, ran the ball. A nice catch, but then he got popped. But he has a 1st down. He held on to it.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Dick, I don't know if that's what you want. This is going to be the Baltimore's defense. They need a guy who can do this, like a Jeff Daniels. I mean, Jaden Daniels. Going to be 2nd down and 8. Stafford waiting for the ball. Throwing the backfield. Play action. Throwing deep. Got it. 1st down. Hooker. You got that slut Hooker.
That one goes for 24 yards.
He got the Slut Hooker. That's his nickname. I'm just kidding, of course.
And he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, gotta find a better
And now all of a sudden, the Ravens are at the goal line. Let's see what they can do with it. They got Henry, though. Oh, Henry. Some of you old enough would know what that old Henry is. It was a candy bar that was dedicated to Henry, Hank, Aaron. I remember getting it.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hand off Henry, touchdown, Ravens. That's the difference between Henry and the guy the Titans have in the backfield, Pollard. Henry is a beast.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group.
Yes, sir.
As he scores there with another patented
Bronco Nagurski. That's a blast from the past. That name.
Justin Tucker for the extra point.
Justin Tucker, that mother. And
the Ravens lead at 7-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
Justin Tucker about to kick the ball off, leading the Titans 7-0. Titans could have had 7 points already, but somehow they couldn't punch it in from the goal line. Nice run back. Gets it to about the 29.
He'll get this up to the 29.
Let's see what the Titans can do with Joe Burrow as quarterback. I'm sure they can throw the ball down the field.
Ready to go. So they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes. That's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
How about this throw right here? Throw it to the left side.
What a throw that was. What a catch.
Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
2nd and 10.
It is Memorial Day weekend here in America.
Now it's Burrow. Dancing to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And you got to give praise to all the people who sacrificed their lives in order for us to have this day, to have this country, and to have this life we live today in freedom. And let no one take that freedom away from you. Because if you do, then we've failed those who sacrificed for us. Back to football.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 3rd down, it's
Pollard. It was 3rd, and it was a lot of yardage to go.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk.
Ravens will have a chance to get some more points. They're going to have 2 timeouts, 1:19 left when they kick this ball off.
On fourth down,
Now let's see what the Ravens do.
To punt for Tennessee. Back deep is Steven Sims.
Tennessee Titans. And the Baltimore Ravens at it. Didn't go nowhere fast on that one.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now.
Tennessee in their first draft, they gained Joe Burrow.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry
Tennessee lost in the draft this season.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Simmons, the right end they had, he went to Minnesota. The Vikings are in the playoffs. Let's see if Tennessee can get in the playoffs. Stafford throws short. Hit the ball. Hit the 25-yard line. The clock is running.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
I'm surprised they didn't run up to the line and call the play. They need to do a hurry up. He has enough time. He's throwing to the side. He's got to get out of bounds, and he gets out of bounds. It looks like they're playing for a field goal at the moment, not a touchdown. Because that does not seem to be any sense of urgency.
But on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to.
With 2 timeouts left, you should have at least attempt to a field goal if you can get it like 30, 40 more yards.
In motion, Aguilar.
So at the 15-second mark, you should be going for either a field goal or punt. Here's a first down. They'll make it 2nd down and 1.
The second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. 2nd down in the yard. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up to midfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Well, I said they're at the 50. Don't get a catch. You run out of bounds. It'll be about 10 seconds left and go for that field goal. Got to get to like at least a 35. You need 15 yards maybe. Even to have a shot probably. Play action. He's going to throw. He gets it and it's caught. There's 16 seconds left. And they have actually 2 plays. Burrow with the zip pass to the corner. Put some touch in that.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle.
Here's the play. No pressure at the moment, but there they finally get him, and that's a mistake. And that, he should have thrown the ball the way. And that's probably going to end the half. Wow. And the half has ended. And they messed up on that one. You got to throw the ball away when you're getting pressure. That could be the game changer right there.
It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Well, the half is over. Now we're on to the third quarter.
Just the one
Baltimore up 7-0. Derrick Henry put it in there for him.
In quarter number 3.
Nice hit. Ball will be at the 28.
The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
They're passing.
Burrow completes the pass. Looks like the tight end there.
6-yard line taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive.
The game started in the first possession for the Titans. They were stopped at the goal line on 4th down, and then gave the ball to the Ravens, and they scored a touchdown. A lot of movement on the Titans. Did I say Oilers? Titans. Burrow's going. Medium pass. Another first down.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps
this team is ready to erupt. You would think. The real-life Tennessee Titans should use these uniforms instead of with the uniforms they use now in real life. I just don't like it. He's okay. Burrow rushed. He throws the ball to the ground, but he got out of the part where you call it intentional ground, and he got to the outside of the tackle box.
The front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Second down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow.
And it's picked up. Number 44 gets the pickup. He gets the ball up to the 44-yard line. And there's 2 mistakes by this Ravens team today.
It has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception.
But right there, you've seen Burrow experience. Didn't see the linebacker underneath and throws the interception to him. That's unbelievable. Now Matthew Stafford will have a chance to increase their lead. Now you're going to stop talking when I'm talking? Jeez, sweet Louise. Now you stop talking. All right. Oh, okay, Burrow's in the... Really?
They come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Burrow's waiting for the ball. Burrow, hands up. No, it's a play action fake. Fooled me. He's got a lot of time. He's going deep. There's the ball. It is touchdown for the Ravens. Oh, what a play action play. He gets the touchdown, and the Ravens gets a 56-yard touchdown. What a play by Stafford.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
He said something just right. The game is not over, but it really helps when you can get a deep pass in there like that. That looks so good.
Tucker now to add the point after.
Kick is up, and it's good. What are the needs of the Titans if they lose this game? They get a draft pick next season if they lose.
One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Well, the Tennessee Titans they have been successful a little bit. Come on, a little bit. You know, a little bit. Anyway, Tennessee has been a little bit successful. I don't know what they can get. Maybe a new running back. Maybe Pollard is not the answer for them. Maybe they need a new wide receiver to go help Burrow out. Burrow has got to forget what just happened.
Here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you
Burrow, back to pass. He's going to throw short. And when you throw short, you could lose yards. And he lost yards.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though.
Fans are getting uneasy here.
Lost yardage.
14-0 Baltimore. Burrow throws completed. Gains about 11 of those yards. Or 8, 11. 8, whatever he just said.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Burrow.
That I thought Zero had another interception. It just looked like he had an interception. Yeah.
One thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
14-0 score, Baltimore over the Tennessee Titans. A handoff to Pollard, and, you know, Pollard is not doing anything today. There could be a trade in the works. Sometimes that's having a lack of a great running back can keep your team from winning the Super Bowl.
Now it's Burrow.
Burrow back to pass, throwing in the middle again. That's what he's been doing all along. Short passes.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion.
They got to get something. They got to get a touchdown. 3rd and 2, throwing it short. He's got a blocker in front. His blocker didn't even make the block. But did he jump for the first? That was a nice play by the receiver, though. Very nice play to try to grab that first down after getting hit.
Put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
4th down.
Here's Burrow. Got it. And it is not complete. And the Ravens have held on defense.
The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this.
Hey, Exterminator. Love those only. Yes.
By that deficit. They haven't made plays.
They have some pretty good looking uniforms. Reminds me of a time long ago. Well, it was way back in the 1970s when football was football. And, well, there you go again. Okay, here we go. Derrick Henry, he's got the run, and look how that man runs the ball. I want him on my team. He's the kind of running back I want on my team, running the ball. He looks like he's going to hit you instead of you hitting him. He's a monster, a beast.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him.
14-0 score. They're going for more. Derrick Henry runs again. Gains he gained 5 yards on that run. He's fired up. He is fired up.
Because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
You got a 2nd and 5. No play action. He's just going to throw the ball. Throws it in the middle in the first down. The Ravens are fired up, and they look like they want this more. I'll be honest. I've seen Matthew Stafford for 2 straight seasons play in Los Angeles. I'm talking about in my league here. He hasn't looked this good. There's certain players that look good in certain offenses, and right now he looked very good here. The Rams was like, I don't know. Stafford, he's going to throw. And it was he trying to dive for that ball? It looked like he was trying to dive for it.
That's just his second incompletion. Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Oh, so true. And Derrick Henry is behind him making plays. Derrick Henry on this one does not make a big play. It's going to be 3rd down and 9 yards to go. That's in the third quarter. If there was any hope for the Tennessee Titans to win the game, they would have to stop the Ravens and stop them now and get the ball back. Can they do it? We shall see in the next few minutes.
Back now in Nashville, it's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. In motion, the tight end.
3rd 9. Stafford back to pass, and another completed pass, and then he misses the tackle, and it will be. I almost had a touchdown. And the Titans, I must admit, the Titans defense hasn't played bad. They have not played bad at all. Missed tackle here and there, but yet their offense were unable to produce, except for that first possession, and they didn't get the touchdown on it. They had to go 4th and goal and didn't get it. Then an interception by Burrow. Now this is going to go to Derrick Henry. He's going to probably run the ball in the middle, and he gets the touchdown for the Ravens.
Derrick Henry with his second touchdown.
The only way Derrick Henry will not be with the Ravens next year is if they win the Super Bowl. Because if they win the Super Bowl, he will be exempt from going to another team. Any of those players will be exempt. That's a new rule put in this season by me. I think it's a good rule.
And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now you stop.
Tucker to add the PAT.
Tucker, that mother.
And it is now 21-0.
21-0.
So this drive spans 7
Ravens playing superlative football. Let's see who they will play, because I don't think the Titans will come back and win this year. Okay, Detroit won. Cincinnati gets that last home game. The Eagles will take on Buffalo. Baltimore would be playing the Jets. Oh, my. And the Jets do not have Aaron Rodgers on that team. He's somewhere else. He's in Jacksonville. Here's a nice run. Get about.
The Titans set and ready to go on offense.
You know, the Titans have got to pass on every play. No.
It's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly
is.
You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And it also indicates what they will need. Do they need some offensive line protection? Do they need receivers? Do they need a new running back? Hint, hint. Pollard might not be the answer here. And when they do draft, it won't be the high draft picks. Farrell hits the receiver.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
The clock ticks 5-9. 5:04 now. Tick, tick, tick. Now it's 5 minutes.
That you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's Burrow.
Burrow throws. completed out of bounds, right?
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside.
Well, how come they don't review these plays?
8 out of that completion, and it'll be second.
Looking like he caught the ball and his feet was out of it. Was in the air.
Now it's
Burrow throwing. No, he's waiting. He's throwing now to the other side of the field. Gains the first down of Pollard.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be.
After this game, we got a basketball game. It will be the Phoenix Suns taking on the Houston Rockets. Nice play action to nobody, and they still get nothing. We maybe get 4 yards.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right? And this is why you work on your tackle.
John Harbaugh coaching up his team.
Inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out.
Second down and 6, 3:58 left, and counting.
From the 26. Again, it's
Burrow throwing up short. I see Burrow just keep throwing the ball short.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss.
Burrow throws short again, which he's been doing all game long. He picked him up and then made that tackle. Nice tackle, the way you're taught.
So the completion good for just 3.
Well, when we were being taught football, we were taught to use our head. Luckily, I play running back. Trust me, we and our heads and necks. He's going to run after Burrow, and Burrow is nowhere fast. What a defense this is today.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks.
The Ravens look like a Super Bowl contender this year. They went for another blitz, and he scored a touchdown. Oh, my. Nice touchdown. No need to celebrate. He's celebrating from what?
Finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
I think the Ravens blitzed a little bit too much, and Titans took it in for the end zone, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they've got a puncher's chance.
Yeah, right. They got to get an onside kick here. It ain't going to happen. It could happen, but it ain't going to happen.
So a 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it ends with a Tennessee score.
Is that this fight song? They should have the original Houston Oilers song. Houston Oilers. But they don't have that. They had that.
That's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play.
They're going to run the ball. Give it to Henry. 2:48 left. That should be the end of the game. Then again, the Titans know that they're going to run the ball.
They don't lie.
Nelson Eckler. Seems like Andrew's been with the Ravens for so long.
In motion, right one of the tight ends.
Here's Henry. Oh! I'll tell you.
Before they're inside the the 25. 80 yards rushing.
It's going to be either him or Joe Mixon. I'd draft in my fantasy football league if I can.
That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
How about this?
Whoa! Look at this. Don't get hurt now. There's a flag on the play. That's the only thing that bring them back.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
After the penalty, it's Henry. Powerful running. And
wow.
He's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout.
That's what you want to see your running back do. You want to see him run hard. Keep churning. Keep those legs going. Gain and fall for it. That's the kind of running back you should love.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. On the counter, it's Henry.
Henry. Oh, Henry.
5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
If you, Baltimore, do you sit on the ball?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down.
Oh, it's 3rd down. Do you go for the field goal?
Not much sense.
It'll be 24-7. Henry, he will not. Oh, he gets the first down. He runs over people like he's mad at them. And another first down. Wow. That's why I want that guy on my team. That's why. Adrian Peterson type. Reckless.
I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key.
Derrick Henry will score another touchdown. And he does a little flip. Wow. This is a massacre in Tennessee. This really makes up for what happened to Baltimore last season. Baltimore took on these same Tennessee Titans and lost 14-7. Now, this year, they give the Titans 7 points at the moment, but they got 28. Baltimore, trying to see who they drafted this season. Baltimore drafted Matthew Stafford. This team could be a Super Bowl contender. Look at the score, 28-7. If their defense plays like this, they can go anywhere. So Baltimore will be playing, I believe. We got the Eagles, Rams get that last home game. New Orleans. I'm thinking they're playing the Jets. The Jets, I said that earlier, the Jets. They're going to be taking on New York. New York.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some
the fans are so upset about this.
Secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
Score right now is 28-7 in favor of the Baltimore Ravens. We are live on the Garloo Radio TV network.
Probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores.
Do you pass the ball if you're Tennessee?
This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
And that's been there. Oh, he got smacked.
We saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
In the next game we play will be
from the shotgun. It's Burrow. Pass to the tight end Wiley. And from the 20
Denver and New England.
To the 29, a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays.
3rd and 6. Would it be another middle pass? A little longer, and he knocked it down.
Trenton Simpson there in coverage.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
This is the play of the game? No, it's not. Play of the game was that interception Burrow threw earlier. Actually, it was that 4th down and goal that he didn't get on their first possession. Burrow back to pass. He sees no one. He's looking. He's throwing. And he gains a 1st down to Drew Hill. Oops. That was 1985, Drew Hill. Jack Party's the head coach. Jerry Glanville. They're going to review that.
Did he keep those feet in
I thought I seen tap, tap. Ball. Tap. Tap.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
So it's going to be 1st and 10. For the Ravens. Wow. Victory formation. I don't know why they would try to stop the clock. Get this massacre over and start rebuilding your team for next season.
Second and 11 now.
Probably going to be a handoff. Henry.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
5 seconds left. The clock ticked. And it's over.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Nashville.
Wasn't much of a game at the halftime. Just the Titans were unable to get anything going, and they lose 28-7, and the Titans season is over. But for the Ravens, they get to play the Jets in the round Sweet 16 playoffs. That's coming up. So on that note, happy Memorial Day weekend, and so long, everybody.